Hello, welcome in. Today is February 23rd, 2024, and today is day 44 of 100 days, 100 ways, trails taken. I got it right. Oh dear. Okay, so we're still doing our trail marker, where have you been? Under the guidepost of travel. And today's question is, what's the furthest away you've been from home? The furthest away you've been from home. It doesn't have to have been a vacation or anything like that. And surprisingly, it's interesting how many people don't venture very far from home. So, where have you been? Okay, so how far away from home have you been? Myself, I'm taking the distance from where I was at the time when I went. From Mission to Lima, Peru, 8,120 kilometers, which is about 5,045 miles. This, of course, is as the crow flies because, well, driving there, I don't know, that would be a very long drive. I do believe you could do it though, but it would be very long and probably a little bit precarious. Let's see. I went on my own. I flew to Dallas first, and that's a very big airport, so that was a little bit daunting. Going there on my own and having to, do customs and all that stuff, and then head off to South America, which everything went totally fine. It was super easy. Everything's pretty much standardized these days in big airports and things like that. So, even there's regular food and things like that. You don't have to worry about starving. Let's just say that. It's very similar. I really would love to go overseas. I've never been out of the Americas. So definitely, it's a big planet, right? I think it's around just over 24,000 miles circumference, I think. I'll have to check on that one. It'll be up here if I'm incorrect, but it'll also be up here with the exact distance. I will put that there. I think getting out into the world and going on adventures and seeing what there is to see. And it really doesn't feel like it's not that big of a deal if you go from flying from, say, Vancouver to Toronto. It's a certain distance that you travel. It's a certain amount of time that you spend. But it really doesn't make a difference if you're going halfway around the world, because you're still sitting in the same container. Time is still passing the same way. But you're, obviously getting further and further away the longer you're in the air. But I think just having that little bit of it takes you it's a little bit of braveness that takes you to get on the plane to begin with. Flying is not a favorite thing of a lot of people, but once you get on it and once you're going, and I don't know, it's all good. Sit back and relax, right? Some people have to take something, which is fair. I used to have to take Gravol all the time, and I don't anymore, thankfully. And then there's all that jet lag and all that craziness, right? Sometimes it's better if you stay awake, get where you're going and just fit right into their clock. And when you're going north and south, it doesn't really work that way so much as when you're going east and west, because the time you're still basically in the same time zone. I believe, I think Lima maybe it was one time zone over. I actually can't even remember, but it didn't seem that big of a deal in that way. Just a different way of observing time passing, I guess. And I don't know. I'm not afraid to go, and I think that's what makes the world my oyster, right? You can just go anywhere. Well, as long as things are right in the world and there's not things keeping us at home and in quarantine and things like that, right? We don't like to mention those things out loud because words are powerful. So we'll just make our plans and dream our big dreams and see where we go. I don't know. The future holds a lot and there's a lot of spaces to cover. So be brave and plan something like super far away. I want to go to Australia for sure, and I know that's quite a plane flight. So I don't know. It's in the cards. It's in the future, and we'll see when it happens. Again, I'll let you know. I'm sure there'll be pictures and postings and oh, how fun to be like working and doing interviews and things from there. That would be awesome. Oh, or maybe retreats. See? And we wouldn't even have to go alone. We'd all go together and go somewhere really cool. Anyways, let's dream, and until then, be well.